It is believed that in the olden days, after hunting and farming in the Ewe community, the children of the farmers play a certain game called Eleklalua, which is commonly known as JJ Rollins or Are You Ready by the children from other tribes. Eleklalua, as traditionally called by the Ewes, is a game for both sexes. It has all the elements of entertainment, competitions, and mathematical concepts to go with. How it is played: a circle is drawn with two inner circles. Members stand around the circumference of the circle, representing a particular sector. Each member's sector has a name and a number percentage, that is 100. A conductor stands at the center of the circle and calls any of the participants' name. The mentioned participant rushes to the center of the circle, with the others running far away from the circle. The said participant issues a command. The participant, who is now at the center, issues a command: stop. All other participants stop. Then the participant at the center jumps 3 times to touch any of the participants close to him or her. If he or she is able to touch any of the participants close to him or her, the caught participant is rescored by deducting 10 marks from his or her initial score. The game goes on and on until innumerable participants obtain a mark of 0 and they are kicked out, and a distinct winner is obtained. After the game, there is a winner and a loser according to the marks each participant obtained. Since we want to talk about the mathematical concepts associated with Eleklalua, we have invited one of our own in the person of Mr. Apotosolasi. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Read a little about Eleklalua. Can you tell us some of the mathematical concepts associated with the game Eleklalua?
To begin with, I'll say thank you to our viewers and the host of the show I'll talk first about the circle concepts. The shape drawn on the ground represents a circle, and to look at the shapes, we will talk about the parts of a circle, because we can find parts of a circle on the circles. So the first I will talk about the parts is the circumference. The area bounded by each circle is a circumference. So after the circumference, then comes the radius, which is from the center of the circle to any part of the circle. So with this I mean that the smaller circle, the small or the smaller circle.
Okay, so since we are talking about parts of the circle in Elecladua, and we've mentioned the circle, the radius, can we derive the diameter from the name?
Yes, please. We can derive the diameter, because if a radius can be found, then a diameter is twice a radius.
What of the sector?
Yes, we can find a sector too, because a radius bounded by an arc is a sector. So 2 radii, that's from the center to any part of the circumference, and from that same center to any part of the circumference also, then bounded by an arc is a sector.
So if I can understand clearly, then it means each participant has an allocated sector.
Yes, please. To add to that, we also have a type of circle which is called concentric circles. The circles drawn in each other gives us the idea, or gives the child the idea of a concentric circle. In addition, the concept of measurement, that is distance or length, can also be found or deduced in the game Elecladua. So as participants jumps 3 times to touch his or her target, he or she develops the understanding of the concept of measurement by the teacher. So learners can understand by this that measurements are based on similar divisions, but in standard cases, the metric units are used for measuring length or distances.
What you said, if the participant is able to touch his or her target, what happens to the marks?
Okay, the marks are reduced by them. So in case a participant jumps and touches your target, that the target marks will be reduced by 10, and that gives us the concept of subtraction.
From the video, I saw the participants standing by sectors. Does it have any relation to mathematical concepts?
Yes, please, it has. The circles are divided into sectors, as you rightly said, and each sector represents a part out of the whole circle. And since fractions are part of wholes, then the learner can be helped to develop or deduce the concept of fractions. So mathematically, we can say the concept of fractions can be formed or deduced out of the game Elecladua.
Alright. Since the show is coming to an end, is there any more concepts you would like to talk about?
Yes, please. I would like to talk about the concept of chance or probability. Since probability is possible outcomes divided by total outcomes, the concept of probability will be established when a participant is called out from a total number of participants, that's 1/7. More so, The data collected at the end of the game can be used to construct a frequency distribution table, which can then be used in constructing pie charts, histograms, bar graphs, and the likes. So I can say that the concept of collecting and handling data can be formed from the game Elaclava.
In fact, today overwhelmed with the number of concepts we have in Elaclava. To start, we have the concept of circle, the concept of fraction, the concept of numbers,
and the concept of chance, the concept of subtraction, collecting and handling data, and measurement.
That is great.
So before we wrap up, what do you have to do?
I would like to say that all mathematical concepts are having indigenous ways to explain them. So I would like to advise all math teachers to use mathematical concepts. My sister, do you know something? There is no mathematical concept that has no indigenous games to explain it. So I would like to tell all math teachers out there that many people have been complaining math is difficult, and it's because we don't use mathematical concepts to relate to the indigenous games we have in our communities. So teachers out there should make good use of the indigenous games we have to help children or people understand math very well, because everything has its beginning. Thank you.